Hey guys, Dan here. Now I'm all about compact gear that earns its place in the kit bag. And today I've got Sirui's latest edition, the C300X II. So let's take a look at it. Now looking in the box, what we actually get with it is the actual C300X, a detachable handle, a reflector, a standard AC cable, a D-tap to DC cable, a sturdy carrying bag obviously, a V-mount battery plate which is really handy, and the crab clamp for the V-mount battery, and of course your standard warranty card. So long story short, you get everything you need to get started with this light.
The first thing that hits you when you get it out of the box is the form factor. This thing is tiny for a 300 watt light.
I mean, look at it. It's ultra portable, it's a bi-colour light, 300 watt, high accuracy, and it will fit in your travel bag, no problem. So let's see what it can do. Now the first thing that hits me is how light this thing actually is. It says it weighs 966 grams. I don't know what that is in pounds, I think about 2 pounds. Now that's lighter than most 300 watt lights. I don't have a 300 watt here, but the body and shape is very similar to a Araman 200C, which I'm using for this backdrop gobo at the moment. So to put it in perspective, you can probably put 3 of these in the same space as a standard 200 watt light, which is insane. And this is 300 watt. And because it's so light, I have no problem like booming this high up above a client or in those hard to reach areas where you just need to throw some light somewhere. This is very handy that it is so small and light. Now, as I mentioned before, don't let the size fool you. This is a 300 watt light. Now I'm just reading the specs off camera here, and the bare light luminance is 10,200 lux at 1 meter. And with the included reflector, that jumps to around 51,200 lux. That's a beast. So in real world use, you can probably punch this through multiple diffusion and make it really nice and soft. I would definitely start using this for my clean interview looks because portability and how powerful it is. So for anything short of overpowering the midday sun, I think 300 watts is the sweet spot, and I'd be happy to take this light with me on a small interview setup like this. And another thing I really appreciate is the standard size bow and mounts. I've got tons of other accessories that I can fit to this, and it will fit fine with all the rest of my lights, so it will blend in with all my family of lights as well.
So whether you've got a favourite softbox, beauty dish, or Fresnel, it will fit.
Also, Sirui sent me over a softbox as well. And I was like, okay, but this thing is absolutely amazing, purely for the fact of this. Let me show you. Here's the softbox. And that's it, you're done. Now, if you're like me, that I've got tons of these parabolic softboxes and stuff like that, they're such a hassle to rig up and disassemble after a shoot. This, just one click and it's done, which I really love. This is now my favourite softbox.
Now this is a 60 by 90 centimeters rectangular softbox. That's quick to set up thanks to its special metal construction and double folding ring. Fold it down and it's compact enough to stash in the included carry bag along with all the accessories. For me, this is the kind of softbox that works beautifully for interviews, portraits, or product work when you need a soft directional light without a lot of setup time. Sirui gives you 2 solid ways to power this C300X. Standard AC power for studio or mains work, with a locking connector so you don't accidentally pull it out either. And also V-mount batteries, using the included plate and crab clamp, perfect for outdoor shoots. The included handle is sturdy, with 1/4 inch mounts on top and bottom, plus locating pins for extra stability. You can tilt and lock the light into position easily, and the teeth on the hinge feels like it's solid enough to hold modifiers like that QR6090.
Now, I just want to add that I am not sponsored in any shape or form by Sirui. They just were kind enough to send this over for me to review. But I really like it. I really like it. I can see myself using this a lot. Also, I am loving this little bag that it comes with. So cool, nice and padded.
Now this is a bi-colour light, a CRI of 96+. Translation, skin tones look great and you won't get weird colour casts in your footage. It's also got 12 built-in FX. Lighting, TV flicker, fire, candlelight, and they're all adjustable whether you're adding atmosphere to a scene or faking a practical light. You've got those options. Of course, you can control everything on the unit, but it also works with the Sirui Light app. From your phone you can adjust brightness, colour temperature and FX without walking over to the light. It's ideal when rigged up high or on a boom arm.
Just a quick pause before we move on. If you've watched one of my YouTube videos or caught a behind the scenes shot or just thought, what does Dan use to create all of this? I've made a page on my blog to answer exactly that. It's a full breakdown of the filmmaking, photography and tech gear I use across YouTube, client shoots and even personal projects. And because my setup keeps evolving, I update this regularly. So if you're gear curious, hunting down recommendations or just plain nosy, hey, no judgment, I'm exactly the same. You can check the link in the description. By the way, what do you guys think of the new space? I kind of like it. I'm thinking about putting my 3D printer in the cupboard there. It's kind of the ideal space for it. Still thinking about it. Anyway, on with the video. To really test out this light, I wanted to see what it can really do in a controlled environment. So I blacked out a room and built a simple top-down bedroom scene. I kept the light on one side and then used negative fill on the other. And of course, I couldn't resist pulling out my favourite anamorphic lens, the Sirui 75mm. And no, I promise I'm not sponsored by these guys, I just really love this lens. The first shot I did was set at 5600 Kelvin. Then I flicked over to the TV flicker effect to see how that fares out too.
Cooper hasn't changed much over the years, but his message reflects how much Harlem has.
Stay away from crack, that's it. Stay away from crack and everything is cool.
And then finally I dialed it down to 2700 Kelvin to emulate the warmth of a bedside lamp maybe. The scene went from clean daylight to moody tension in one go, and then over to that nice, cozy, intimate glow. That kind of flexibility makes this light really interesting to me. One downside I did find about this light is the fan. It can be pretty noisy, but personally it's not a deal breaker for me.
Product lighting. Clean, control shots for gear reviews.
And paired with that softbox, it's going to make your life so much easier, just to help you get those nice cinematic looks that we're all after. So this light basically ticks all the boxes for me for a small, compact 300 watt light. It's everything you need. Flexible to use in a studio environment or on location. So if you want to check this light out, I'll leave the affiliate link in the description below for you. It all helps support this channel, so thank you very much for that. I think I've got some more shoots planned with this little powerhouse. And until then, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.
It's going to be a great night tonight, and we're going to do it up. No fuss, no fight, just get real tight.
Cooper hasn't changed much over the years, but his message reflects how much Harlem has.
Stay away from crack, that's it. Stay away from crack and everything is cool.